Welcome back to Chokitable Media. I am waking up to read that the former EFCC chairman, Bawa, has written a book. He wants you to see what happened when he was in office, and he wants you to discover the atrocity committed by people, by Nigerians and some other organization while he was in power. But people are talking, people are asking, this guy is now outside here, now being released from jail. Now he has written a book. So everybody is now writing a book. But when they were in the office, what did they do? People expected justice when these guys were appointed to clean up the mess, which is the corruption in Nigeria. But now they would not do that. It is after the matter, left the office. Then they will come out and start to, say this and that, wanting to be on the side of the people. But it doesn't really, sound well with the people. People are complaining. I read a lot of messages, a lot of comments, and people are calling me back, talking about it, that do I think it is all right? But for me, I say it is actually not all right, because all the cases this man is citing here, talking about subsidy, or talking about the fraud and the corruption left and right in Nigeria. I mean, they're supposed to have done something different than what we used to see. Because, okay, tell me, who among those people that have headed the EFCC that weren't disgraced out of that office? I made a video about this as well before. Every one of them, start from the beginning till the last person here now, we're saying you should also be very careful, because whatever he's doing now, you should do it correctly and faithfully, because now he's a pastor. They call him a pastor for that matter. Now you should be able to come out openly and clean yourself and let everybody see whatever cases that this guy is supposed to, or they are handling, supposed to be open, televised. Call people, let people be there, show it on the television so that people will know that you are clean, you are clear. When you leave the office, or when you are disgraced out of the office, people will actually know what you did when you were in office. Let's delve more deeper into what happened in the book that Bawa wrote. He is exposing what people did while he was in office, stealing the fuel subsidy money and keeping it for themselves. So, and the report goes, he said, former EFCC chair Bawa exposes ₦1 trillion fuel subsidy fraud in a new book. The EFCC boss, in his new book, exposed a collusion between officials and importers to siphon funds in Nigerian subsidy scam. So, although subsidization of petroleum products ended with the coming of Bola Tinubu's administration in 2023, its impact, especially as a tool of short-changing and diverting huge sum of revenue, would take a very long time to go away. Okay, now, subsidy has been removed by Bola Tinubu according to them, but some people said, no, it wasn't removed. No, he just said that to everybody so that at least people can now see that he's really ready to work for them. But no, they said the subsidy is still there. That is, an opinion from one angle. And the other angle is that, okay, if at all the subsidy has been removed, and the money for that subsidy should have been in a pause, and if that money is in a pause, what did they use it for? Because it doesn't really make Nigeria better, because Nigeria still suffer more. With the subsidy, Nigeria are suffering. Now, without subsidy, Nigeria is still suffering. They're still even suffering more than what they're supposed to suffer. So, and in fact, are Nigerians supposed to suffer at all? Because without first subsidy, people are suffering. Now with first subsidy, people are still suffering. So then, what are you talking? What are you saying to everybody? What are you saying to people? So we don't actually understand. So among the latest to expose how some corrupt government officials connive with some private importers of fuel to dupe the nation is a former chairman of EFCC, Abdrasheed Bawa, the former boss of the anti-graft agency, in a groundbreaking new book titled The Shadow of Loot and Losses, uncovering Nigerian petroleum subsidy, reveal some of the strategies used by the fraudster to fraudulently obtain trillions of naira from the federal government. The book, published by Cable Books and Imprints, of the Cable Media and Publishing Limited provided the most authoritative account of yet of Nigerian multi-million naira fuel subsidy scandal, unravel the inner workings of one of the country's most pervasive financial crimes. According to the statement reviewed by the publisher, Bawa drew from his first-hand experience as a key investigator on the EFCC special team that probed the 2012 subsidy fraud. Bawa revealed that the staggering scale, complexity, and audacity of the scheme used to siphon public funds under the guise of fuel subsidy payment is insider narrative chronicled how billions of naira were recovered on several recovered and several culprits brought to justice, while also shedding light on how entrenched corruption allowed the fraud to flourish for years. The statement released by journalists on Tuesday, read in part. I will read it to you in part, but look. Okay, you said many of them, many people were brought to justice. Who are those people brought to justice? Were they published? Where do they publish their names? Where did they put their picture to let people see that these people are thieves? They are not just corrupt, or they are thieves. Just show to them. Let us know their family. Let us know where they come from. It should have been the best. And people will not even be saying anything against you, Bawa, now, if you had done that before. So the statement signed by Vika Arogundade disclosed that some of the strategies used by the perpetrator of the first subsidy scam included, but not limited to, ghost importing, over invoicing, company submitted claims for fuel that was never imported, or inflated shipment volume to receive excessive subsidy payout, manipulation of bills of lading by altering shipping documents. Fraudster exploited international price fluctuation to claim higher subsidy, round tripping, and double claims. Single shipment were often used to obtain multiple subsidy payments. Come on. Diversion and smuggling. Subsidized fuel was frequently diverted to the market or smuggled out of Nigeria for profit. The former boss further disclosed that the above fraudulent practices were enabled by forged documents, weak regulatory oversight, and systemic collusion between corrupt government officials and private sectors actors, adding that the book is not just a chronicle of fraud, but a call to action, a demand for transparency, accountability, and reform in Nigerian public finance. Management, especially in the oil sector. Arogundade stated, having served as EFCC chairman from 2021 to 2023, Bawa brings real credibility and insight into the institutional challenges and political dynamics that have shaped the anti-corruption fight in Nigeria. His book is both a revelation and a reckoning, offering evidence-based analysis and personal reflection on one of the most controversial chapters of Nigerian recent history. The Shadow of Loot and Losses is essential reading for policymakers, civil society advocates, journalists, and citizens interested in understanding how dynamic frauds undermines development, how it can be confronted. The statement added. Alex Enuma wrote this. So, and that is just it. I want you to run your own conclusion also. Put your conclusion in the comment section down there, and let us discuss further on this issue of fuel subsidy and Bawa himself personally, and his job at EFCC, and the outcome of the job at EFCC. Then completely, is it necessary to write the book? You're writing the book for all these people that you mentioned, but of what use is it going to be? Is it going to help Nigeria today, tomorrow, and the next? I would just want you to put your comment down there. Let's discuss further. This is Chukitable Media.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.